Everyone's out here looking for motivation, watching videos, reading books, scrolling through social media for that spark of inspiration. But here's the cold, hard truth. Motivation is weak. It's fleeting. It's like a sugar rush that pumps you up for a short while, but then it fades, and you're left with nothing but excuses and wasted time. What you need is self-discipline, because discipline is what stays with you long after motivation has disappeared. Self-discipline is the backbone of everything. It's what keeps you moving when motivation dies out. What gets you up at 4 a.m. to run when you don't feel like it. What keeps you grinding when everything inside of you screams to stop. People always ask me, Goggins, how do you stay motivated? You want the truth? I don't stay motivated all the time. I'm not some superhuman who wakes up every day pumped to crush life. But what I have is discipline. When my body is aching, when my mind is tired, when everything around me feels like it's falling apart, discipline is what drives me to keep going. Let's break it down. Self-discipline is the ability to push yourself to do what needs to be done, no matter how you feel. It's about showing up every day, whether you're excited or not. It's about putting in the work, even when you're tired, sore, and mentally drained. That's the difference between someone who just wants something and someone who's going to get it. Here's the thing. You won't always feel like it. That's the truth. There are going to be days where everything in you says, not today. Your mind is going to throw every excuse it can think of. I'm too tired. I'll do it tomorrow. I need a break. Those are the days that separate the average from the exceptional. Those are the moments that define you. When your mind tells you to stop, that's when the real work begins. Self-discipline means ignoring that little voice inside your head that wants you to stay comfortable. It's about stepping into discomfort again and again until it becomes second nature. Discipline is a muscle. Just like any other muscle in your body, it needs to be trained, worked on, and built over time. It's not something you're born with. It's something you create through consistent, relentless effort. Every time you push yourself to do something hard, you're strengthening that muscle. Every time you choose to keep going when you want to quit, you're adding to your discipline. And over time, that discipline becomes a part of who you are. Here's the problem with motivation. It comes and goes. It's unreliable. There will be days when you wake up and feel on fire, ready to conquer the world. But there will also be days where you wake up and the last thing you want to do is put in the work. Those are the days when motivation is nowhere to be found. And guess what? That's where self-discipline comes in. When you rely solely on motivation, you're setting yourself up for failure. You can't depend on a feeling to drive your actions. Feelings are temporary. They change with the weather, with your mood, with the circumstances around you. But discipline, that's something you can control. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. It doesn't care if you're tired, if it's cold outside, if you've had a bad day. Discipline says, get up and do the work. No excuses, no shortcuts. Discipline is what creates consistency. Consistency is the key to success in anything. You don't build a strong body by working out once a week. You don't build a successful career by working hard only when you feel like it. You build these things through consistent effort, day after day, month after month, year after year. And that kind of consistency is only possible through discipline. Now let's talk about the part that no one wants to hear. It's going to suck. That's the truth. There's no way around it. The path to success, to greatness, to becoming the best version of yourself is filled with pain, discomfort, and suffering. Most people want to avoid that. They want the easy way out. They want success without sacrifice, growth without pain. But that's not how it works. If you want to achieve anything worthwhile, you've got to embrace the suck. You've got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. That's where the growth happens. That's where you find out what you're really made of. Most people run from discomfort, but discomfort is your greatest teacher. It's what forces you to grow, to adapt, to push past your limits. Every time you step into discomfort, you're leveling up. Here's the thing. Pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. When you're in the middle of a tough workout, or you're grinding away at a project that feels impossible, the pain feels overwhelming. Your mind wants to quit. It wants to take the easy way out. But that pain is temporary. It's going to fade. And on the other side of that pain is progress. But if you quit, that stays with you. Every time you quit, you're telling yourself that it's okay to give up when things get hard. And that mindset will carry over into every area of your life. You've got to rewire your brain to seek out discomfort. Instead of avoiding the hard things, you need to attack them. You need to look for challenges, for opportunities to push yourself beyond what you think you're capable of. Every time you do that, you're proving to yourself that you can handle more than you thought. You're building mental toughness, brick by brick. Most people think the biggest obstacle to success is something external: lack of resources, lack of time, lack of support. But the truth is, your biggest obstacle is you. Your mind is your greatest enemy. It's going to do everything it can to keep you comfortable, to keep you from pushing yourself. Your mind is designed to protect you from discomfort, from pain, from failure. But if you want to achieve greatness, you've got to learn to override that. Your mind has a governor on it. It's like a speed limiter on a car, keeping you from reaching your full potential. When you start to push yourself, your mind will step in and say, "That's enough. You've done enough. You're too tired." But here's the truth. When you feel like you're done, you're only at 40% of what you're capable of. 40%. That means you've still got 60% left in the tank. But your mind is telling you to quit. That's the governor at work. The key to self-discipline is learning to break through that governor. When your mind is telling you to stop, you've got to push past it. You've got to keep going, even when everything inside of you is screaming to quit. That's where the magic happens. That's where you tap into your true potential. Self-discipline is about controlling your mind, not letting your mind control you. It's about being aware of that little voice in your head that wants to keep you comfortable, and then telling it to shut up. You've got to take control. You've got to be the master of your own mind. Because once you learn to control your mind, you can control your destiny. Let's talk about excuses for a minute. Excuses are lies. They're lies we tell ourselves to justify our lack of action, our lack of discipline. I'm too tired. I don't have time. I'll start tomorrow. Those are all lies. The truth is, if something is important to you, you'll find a way to make it happen. If it's not, you'll find an excuse. Excuses are the enemy of self-discipline. They give you an easy way out. They make you feel okay about not doing the work. But here's the thing. Every time you make an excuse, you're reinforcing a mindset of mediocrity. You're telling yourself that it's okay to settle for less than your best. And that mindset is going to carry over into every area of your life. If you want to be disciplined, you've got to eliminate excuses. No more excuses. No more letting yourself off the hook. If you say you're going to do something, you do it. No matter how you feel, no matter what's going on around you, you get it done. That's the mindset of a disciplined person. They don't wait for the perfect conditions, for the stars to align. They make it happen no matter what. Here's the paradox of discipline. Discipline equals freedom. Most people think of discipline as something restrictive, something that limits their freedom. They think that if they're disciplined, they won't be able to do what they want, when they want. But the truth is, discipline is what gives you true freedom. When you're disciplined, you have control over your life. You're not a slave to your impulses, your emotions, or your circumstances. You're in charge. You decide how you spend your time, how you use your energy, how you live your life. That's real freedom. Discipline gives you the freedom to achieve your goals. It gives you the freedom to live the life you want, instead of being stuck in a cycle of procrastination excuses, and wasted potential. When you're disciplined, you can create the life you want because you have the tools to make it happen. Let's be real. Discipline is suffering. There's no sugarcoating it. It's hard. It's uncomfortable. It requires sacrifice. But here's the thing. Suffering is the price of success. If you want to achieve something great, you've got to be willing to suffer for it. There's no way around it. Most people want the rewards without the suffering. They want the success without the sacrifice. But that's not how it works. You've got to earn it. You've got to be willing to put in the work, to go through the pain, to push through the discomfort. That's the price you pay for greatness. Here's the truth. The more you suffer, the stronger you become. Every time you push yourself through a tough workout, every time you keep going when you want to quit, every time you choose discipline over comfort, you're becoming stronger. You're building resilience. You're becoming someone who can't be broken. Let me be clear about something. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you success on a silver platter. No one is going to do the work for you. If you want something, you've got to go out and get it. It's on you. Too many people are waiting for the right circumstances, the right time, the right opportunity. They're waiting for someone to give them permission to go after their dreams. But here's the truth. The right time is now. The right circumstances are the ones you create. The right opportunity is the one you make happen through hard work and discipline. Stop waiting for someone else to give you what you want. Stop waiting for the perfect conditions. Stop waiting for motivation to show up. It's on you. You have to take responsibility for your own life. You have to decide that you're going to be disciplined, that you're going to do whatever it takes to achieve your goals, because no one else is going to do it for you. Discipline isn't something you master once, and then you're done. Every day is a new battle. Every day, you have to wake up and choose discipline. You have to decide, again and again, that you're going to put in the work, that you're going to push yourself, that you're going to do what needs to be done, no matter how you feel. There are no days off. There are no shortcuts. Every day is a test, and every day you've got to show up and pass that test. Some days will be harder than others. Some days, the temptation to quit will be stronger. But those are the days that matter the most. Those are the days that define who you are. Discipline is a lifestyle. It's not something you do when it's convenient or when you feel like it. It's something you live, day in and day out. It's a commitment to yourself, to your goals, to your future. And once you make that commitment, once you decide that you're going to be disciplined, nothing can stop you. Here's the bottom line. Self-discipline is the key to success. It's not about being motivated, it's about being disciplined. It's about doing the work every single day, no matter how you feel. It's about pushing yourself, embracing discomfort, and refusing to quit. It's about taking control of your mind, eliminating excuses, and choosing discipline over comfort. Success is not handed to you. It's earned through hard work, through sacrifice, through discipline. If you want to achieve something great, you've got to be willing to suffer for it. You've got to be willing to push yourself, to go through the pain, to do whatever it takes. That's the price of success. And if you're willing to pay that price, there's nothing you can't achieve. So stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for the right time. The time is now. Get up, get to work, and make it happen. It's on you. Now go out there and be disciplined.